going on, everyone? We're about to get ready pretty soon. We got a few minutes before we kick things off. Saying what's up to everybody in the chat. Make sure you are ready for today's show. We got a lot of good stuff here. I got my boy Jay already waiting in the background. But enjoy the music, enjoy the show, and make sure you put those chats up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. So we got a good stuff going on. We got a great show going. So see you in a few. What's up, everybody? What's up, comic book community? It's me, Izzy, and welcome to the weekly poll list, the show where we talk about what's trending, what's new, and we're going to have a blast, and we're going to have a great time doing it. So with that being said, I want to introduce to you, and there you go, get that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys, right there. There it is. There it is. It's hanging out there. I want to introduce to you a good friend of mine. You see him a lot in the weekly shows what you got, but he does have his own channel with all good stuff. Talks a lot about comics, talks about cartoons, talks about movies. He just recently did one on the Royal Rumble, which we definitely got to talk a little bit about. So I'm going to introduce to you guys, if you haven't known him, it's J-Man. But before we do that,
This was not planned. This is just I just so happen to be wearing Superboy today. That is hilarious.
Perfect timing right there. What's up, Jay?
Hey, great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Did you like that little intro there that you had?
I did. Firstly, I love Super Friends. I own every cartoon of all of it, all versions of it. And I love Superman. He's my favorite character of all time, not just my favorite comic character. And Superboy is part of that. So I'm very happy with that I got to be Superman.
I was like, I was just thinking to myself, what works for Jay? And you know what? There you have it. Perfect. Yeah. We did it. We did it right there. Anyway, before we start talking about what's going on, let's say what's up to the guys in the chat. And it kick things off. Las Cruces. He got in, says hooray, then he throws in the woohoo.
Nice.
But right before he had a chance to say hello from New Mexico, TM Nerdy came in and he says, "Let's go, Izzy. You're my hero." Thank you so much, TM. But throws underwear towards Izzy. That you Canadians, man. What's up with you Canadians? You guys are a bunch of weird bunch.
Hopefully there's no skid marks.
Ah!
It's only been 5 minutes. We haven't even started. This is why no one has me on.
Oh my goodness.
This will be my last appearance. That's it. It's like,
What the hell is even that?
oh man.
All right, let's go back. All right, enough that. Hello from New Mexico. Hashtag find Josh. Yeah, we're gonna find Josh. He's been lost in the woods, guys. We'll find him. Dude, man, there's a guy combing out there saying he's you.
Yeah, I've had a J-Man come on my channel. Whatever. Sure. It's like, but this is me. Tis I.
Yeah. We are definitely going to be talking about this chanting to the Maxx and see how that goes. So
Maxx,
we also got Dagger Cards. What's up, Dagger Card? Oh, there goes what's up, Raphead from little guy much love for Ken C. What's up, Scotty V? And make sure you hit that like button. All right. Also, we got Hoarder's Eye Hide in the house. Brian LCS. You probably saw right before I kicked things off. There's a little coming soon thing going on.
Saw that.
With Brian, myself, and the comic vet. We're gonna tease you all week to the weekend, and then next week we're going to reveal to you what we are planning to do. So we are planning to do something pretty cool, pretty big for a 3-channel collaboration. So be on the lookout for that. You got Joffrey Castro. What's up, Joffrey? How you doing, my man? Ryan Raleigh. What's up? Rat Packs in the house. All right. And good evening. I said evening because I just woke up because I have been adventurous show, man. Sorry to hear that. People have been getting sick all over the place, man.
I've got the 100-day cough, so you'll see me try to mute it from time to time, and I'll go like this.
As long as you don't throw up anything, you know what I'm saying? When
it's just this dry cough. It won't go away.
Yeah. We got what's up, Wieners?
Hey.
One and only Taylor Winder, the only Taylor that matters.
Yep.
All right. So who else we got here? Look at this. J-Man is my fellow fan of Superboy Man of Tomorrow that came out in Oh, look at that.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that. And the artist is going to be in Toronto in March. So I'm debating I might take the whole damn run and sign them all. Sign the whole. I'll be that guy. You're like,
you're gonna be that guy with the box with the box of comics.
You sign all of these comics.
Oh man, I don't miss those days. Yeah. Right. He's laughing at you. We got Daniel Carpenter in the house. Geek Out with Roscoe loves that clip. Yeah, we did a clip for last week with my pet Roscoe with Roscoe. That was pretty fun. So, we got a lot of good stuff going on. I didn't see it. Play it again. Well, by request.
Oh man,
that way. There you go. By request. There you go.
There you
go. Roscoe told me you were asking for my number, Izzy. I offered you my underwear. You declined.
Well, this is taking a very weird turn.
I don't know where TM is going with all this
I
stuff.
have no idea.
Again?
You might lose your Canadian card here, buddy. You got to watch it.
I don't know. I even had one, to tell you the truth.
All Canadians come with... No, I'm just joking.
All Canadians come with a card.
You have an ID card. It was like Canadian. It's like red. It's red with the leaf on it.
Yeah, and somewhere around there is Saudi boat. You know what I mean? So we're going to be doing some...
Oh dear.
We're gonna be doing some specking now. We're gonna be talking some specking. So let's get on it. Let's bring up the screen. So I have to do this part and bam. Here we go. I like putting it like this. Nope, that screen said no good. That's the one we want. All right,
so let's take a look here.
Let's talk about the trending comics of this week. As you guys know it, we're gonna be talking about what's trending, all that stuff. While Canadian underwear is furry, we did not know that.
Yep.
Now we know that. Okay. Starting with Distorted #1. This book is from Scout Comics. You could get this for dirt cheap. All right. Yeah, this is my first stream. It's my first stream, guys. Aye. Circumstance. What's up, Marcus? All right. What's your thoughts on Distorted?
I did not get this. I don't get to like. I didn't read this digitally or anything. Was this any like why is this? What's the deal with this one?
So, like many Scout books, for some reason, Scout seems to get a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
So this book, this title that came out back in 2002, came out about 2 years ago. It's been optioned, but like most books that get optioned, only time will tell before we actually see it. So of course, there's an uptick in the book in sales and things like that, but it's still dirt cheap. So, so that's what it is.
You can't trust that. It's like anything. Like people are just looking for anything, right? Like,
wait till we get to our next one, because the next one's a big one.
Marvel. Okay. Oh yes.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
All right. I'm gonna go into my hole, and yes, I'm gonna go into my rat hole on this one. But before, I gotta say what's up to Comicverse.
Hey.
Who are these people that are spending? It's not $10 anymore. They're spending $30 on a preview book that has nothing but a freaking page. And it's not even a page of an interior work. It is literally the same cover page.
And this is so this tricked me. I thought this was actually Ultimate Spider-Man #1, which I actually did enjoy. That I actually did enjoy Ultimate, but I mean, like I have this. Is this worth something now? I don't get it. It's literally on my floor. I think it's like on a pile.
It's literally going for $30.
That's insane
for a freaking preview.
That's insane. I'm positive my comic shops probably still has like stacks of these. Like it's like,
someone has to say something about it.
Really infinity.
Really? Seriously? Really? You are that naive to be spending? TM, I bought 45 copies. I personally ain't. No one's buying preview because they give it to you.
It's free.
That's free.
Wow, that's outrageous.
It is literally a book that's given to you a few months before. So it's meant for you to get the FOCs, right? So these are the books that are coming out of FOC. These are the covers, is what it looks like, right? So to give you that much to say, hey, this is what's coming out. Be on the lookout. Make your orders in. That's it. That's what
everyone
is, right?
Everyone takes it. I mean, I don't show it on Chris's channel because there's no point. Everyone takes these freebies, and you look through and you're like, this will be good. This will be not good.
So if you buy comic books on the norm, I'm sure you have this.
Yeah, they give it. My shop will just give it to you. It's right there at the register. You just take it with your purchase. Take it.
Like now you got to take like multiple copies because you never know when you have $30 books in front of you.
No, that's never happened. I'm never doing it. I'm going to look through I've got like a pile of these free previews. I could do a short box of these.
Oh, I do have I have a short box of previews. So I really do. I do. Because
I believe it.
I used to collect, I still do. I collected previews as an artist. It was a good reference tool for me to get like characters and stuff like that when I didn't want, before the days of online. So I did get a lot of good previews. Like I got Previews 95, which is the popular first appearance of Miles Morales Spider-Man. That was the very first time we see what he looks like. I could understand that. I understand the Malibu Sun Spawn. Those are previews, right? And they're showing you a little something, right? This falls on maybe it falls on the same umbrella, but it's not really, because it's still the same Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's not a new person being the character. This is Peter Parker. It's just like a different timeline or something, right?
It's not worth. No, Comic Tom already talked about it today. So it came out in Comic Tom. They didn't talk about much about it, but they talked about it. So
that's outrageous.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's all I gotta say about that. But that's my little rant there. All right, our next book here is Amazing Spider-Man 30, featuring the first appearance, really, of more lore, but really the character that we want to focus on is Ezekiel Sims.
Oh, because of I guess Madam Web. Is that the
yes, Madam Web? So
I pre-ordered my ticket. I'm going alone. All my friends declined. They're like, "No, you can go by yourself on this one."
I didn't know the tickets were on sale already. I didn't even get the alert. I got the alerts on Dune, but I didn't get the alert. I got
Dune tickets. I got the fan experience, which is the 25th of Feb. So I'm seeing it a week, 5 days before or something.
Yeah, I will see Madam Web. I'm not gonna lie, I will see it because I'm that guy who watches all these movies, right? So I'm gonna watch it. I was talking to my wife, like, "You ready for Madam Web?" And she's like, "We have to go see it. And I was like, yeah, we gotta go see. I gotta talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's Final Destination, but with spiders. But is it really? So here we got the character Ezekiel Sims, who I remember this storyline because I did collect the full run of this storyline. So the J. Michael Straczynski run. So I have all those books, which included all the J. Scott Campbell books that came out during that time, which I'm so happy I have them because those covers are fire.
So this is American prices. I've never gone to this. So this is American, right? So low grade $3. What was the cover price in 2001? Probably like $2
no,
or something?
It was a $1.99 book when it came out in the early 2000s, 2001.
So $30 high grade.
But this was when John Romita Jr. really cared about his drawings. So that's why I
still like some of his stuff. I mean, come on.
No, you know what?
I'm with you.
I'm a huge defender of John Romita Jr. I defend his work because I understand what he's trying to pull off. It's hard to defend his work when it shows that he's not caring about it
anymore. Yeah,
that's the thing. You know what I mean? When I could tell you're not caring, but when he does care, he cares. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the J. Scott Campbells are what's selling these books because they're awesome, right? Right. These prices are way lower. Yeah, you can find them on eBay. All right, let's go to our next book here. Here's another book. Came out back in 1988. Awesome. This is Web of Spider-Man. This is issue number 36.
That's good.
First appearance of Tombstone.
I like Tombstone.
Tombstone, man. There's a character that's getting some love now. You know
I like him. He was in a lot of the spectacular Spider-Man books that I was getting right when I was buying them as a kid. Like we'd get them at the convenience store. And Web, Spider-Man, Spectacular, and Amazing. They were all running in like together or whatever. It was that was a great time for Spider-Man.
So what was cool during that era where you had Web, Spectacular, and then Amazing, and then eventually you had regular Spider-Man. What was cool about the era is like each book had their sets of villains.
Yeah.
Right. And Web of Spider-Man, his villain, like the Web of Spider-Man villain was Tombstone, which was cool. And I always liked Tombstones. Especially when Tombstone has that toothpick, he's like in the cartoons.
Yeah.
They did a really cool job. Yeah, Tombstone Pizza. Taylor Winder, don't tell me you eat Tombstone Pizza, man.
I don't think we have that one.
No, I don't think we need it. All right. Who do you feel they need to defend the most? Who do I have to defend the most? I think John Romita right now is on that list.
Oh, well, you know who I got to defend? My buddy Rob Liefeld. I'm the defender of Rob Liefeld. I'm his official internet defender.
I think there's too many. I think there are way too many Rob Liefeld defenders. So I think
I'm the coolest one.
I think John Romita Jr. is the guy I'll defend. You know what I mean? Because I know he is a talented artist. I'm not saying Rob Liefeld isn't talented. You know what I mean?
Come on.
And yes, Muerto got canceled. In fact, El Muerto was scheduled to come out this week.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was canceled a while ago. So, all right. So on to the next book here. Look at this. Some good Spidey books. Now we got the first appearance of Hammerhead.
I also like Hammerhead. Again, he's one of these guys that appeared right in this kind of time period, which is sort of my goal. This, it's not the golden age, but my golden age when I was like, not knowing what I was getting into, and
so you were telling me, you're telling me you were around in 1972.
No, not in 72,
because that's when this book came out.
I meant later on, not this.
Okay, because I was in the 80s. I was reading these books and loving them. So
no, not 72. I wasn't even alive yet. I mean, Hammerhead, the character of Hammerhead.
He's awesome.
All these characters were kind of. It's like looked like Flat Top from Dick Tracy. All these characters were kind of like around when I was collecting.
Yeah, all the Spidey people, man, they're happy about this week in the keys, man. Everybody's getting a whole bunch of Spidey keys, and I'm happy seeing it too. I'm happy to see all these Spidey keys. Now we got some Batman keys, and we got the first full appearance of Damian Wayne. I believe this book is more important than 655.
Yeah, I don't. Oh man, I don't have this. I actually like Damian Wayne. I'm a Damian Wayne's defender a bit.
So we got now we're defending the characters.
The characters, yeah.
Okay, so now
we're defending the characters. Yeah. Oh, and I have to. Everyone hates them.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a time I did not like Damian.
Probably in this time.
Well, yeah, when he first came out, he's
a punk, right? Yeah, he's a punk.
Because I'm a Tim Drake guy. I love Tim.
Oh, I've got Tim Drake's first appearance. I got off the rack, man,
so,
and then I had to upgrade it because my copy was beat to hell.
So I'm definitely a Tim Drake guy.
Yep.
So that's how I feel about it. But you know what? I'm down with this one, man. I am definitely down with Damien now. Damien, I'm good with Dame. I'm good with the Dame. You know what I'm saying? So we got that going on. So what else we got going on this week? Oh yeah,
I love it.
It's time to talk.
Yeah, I have this one. I could probably pull it out right now. I've got all my image Rob Liefeld stuff is at my feet here.
Do you have the poly bag with the card?
I opened it, and you gotta remember, this is when I started. Image is when I started to go every week to the shops. And then this idea of, I don't know if it was called a pull list. I don't remember what the terminology, like I would just say to the guy, his name was Eddie. And I'd be like, Eddie, any image thing, please put it aside for me. And that was when I was going every week and just buying everything. I read this a bunch of times. I actually just read this about a couple of months ago, and I posted a review of this not too long ago on my channel. I mean, I guess this ties in with Channing Tatum. This is the first Maxx, first Blood Wolf, first Death Blow, I think was the other. Yeah, those are the three characters in this one. Is it right there? I'm doing it off memory, and it's like right on the screen.
Yeah, no, they're right there. So this is the first appearance of all these characters, which was so much fun with this one. And I actually had a conversation with Jim Valentino a few years ago. So
great.
if we can always go back to that. It's on YouTube. There's an interview. And when Darker Image came out, it was in the height of Image's delays. Everything was delayed. Everything, right? So at this time, this book came out, and the intention of this book was to be an anthology series, right? So everybody bought Darker Image, and every story in this book has to be continued, right? But they never made it Darker Image 2. To this day, they never made it.
So I know what happened on this one because I listened to Rob's podcasts.
Yeah.
And he talked about this one, and he had said that they got a lot of good feedback from each character, that each creator was like, you know what? F this anthology book. I'm just going to do and then I got Death Blow #1. I got the Maxx #1, right? I don't know. Was there a Blood Wolf?
Yes, there was a Blood Wolf.
I may have missed Blood Wolf #1. I'd have to go back. I don't have it in my memory. It's the lesser
of the three. It's definitely the lesser of the three.
I liked it. It reminded me of Heavy Metal Magazine, but I don't remember getting it. But anyway,
yeah. But okay, so now the reason why this book is hot is obvious because of the Maxx. It's the Maxx's first appearance. Again, if you get the poly bags, you want to take a look at the card that's associated, because if it's poly bag, there's a card with it. The one it's kind of like X-Force #1 with the Deadpool card. The Maxx's card is the one that people are hunting for. But again, this is a dirt cheap book. There's like 1 billion copies of these books. Hey, we got Couching and Slouching, my man. What's up, C Bizzle? All right, so we got that. So Tate Prime's also in the house. I need the blood. Yeah, the blood one's kind of hard, but it's the Maxx. It's all about the Maxx. And recent rumors came out about Channing Tatum doing the Maxx. The only question I have is, will he be playing the Maxx?
I know this is the Maxx is a very, obviously it's surreal and it's very dreamlike qualities, and the comic itself was odd. It was very beautifully done, and I've got the whole run on digital, and I even bought the where they did it. They changed it around. I can't remember what they call it. They did like a different version of it. And I got the cartoon on VHS, even MTV.
Oh, love it. MTV Oddities. Oh, loved MTV Oddities.
I had that on VHS, and I upgraded to DVD. Look, it's a great property, and it'd make an interesting film if they do it correctly. I just don't like. Does it need Channing? Like, I don't know. Like, what's Channing Tatum going to do? I can't wrap it around in my mind.
So there's no word on exactly what Channing Tatum's going to do with it. So I'm assuming he's in a producer role or something like that in it. So,
and it's got the so that's got to be that's got to be one of your faves. You got the white the black is.
Yeah. So yeah, I know, right? But the Maxx was just one of those cool. I love Sam Keep's art. Like Sam Keefe during that era was awesome. You know, like he started off with Sandman, and in Sandman he was great, but it wasn't until you got those Marvel Comics Present covers that he did, you know, with Wolverine, and there was something about his style that was very unique, right?
Yeah, it's neat.
And it was such a cool style. Sam Keefe over Liefeld. I'm good with I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with that. All right, and
we can meet in the octagon, Taylor, and we'll settle it in the octagon.
Yeah, the cool thing about Sam Keefe is everybody was huge, man. He threw everybody, like everybody's arms and legs were like freaking thighs. You know what I mean?
I like this is actually why I look. My favorites, of course, are the favorites. Everyone has the favorites, right? It's like Neil Adams. I love Jack Kirby. But I like some of these 90s guys where they took a lot of manga inspiration and they just made it larger than life characters. Proportions were out the window. Everyone's like you're saying, everyone's beefed up. Like you're like, okay, this guy's like super beefed. Rob Liefeld, huge guns, big swords. It's like, it's just, you see this in anime all the time. Big, huge swords. You're like, how is this guy holding this sword? Right. And that's and then like they're like everyone's like, oh, everything's like big emotions and everyone's got like tons of teeth and their eyes are way bigger and it's like hair is crazy and that's the style and it's art and if you like it, you like it. I think for the Maxx it worked. Everything came together perfectly.
Everything was perfect about it. And then the girls he would draw.
Yeah,
they weren't like them skinny little girls. They weren't no Taylor Swift, right?
Right,
they were thick girls, man.
But they were still beautiful. Like it's a very weird. I can't remember anything seeing like the Maxx. I can't remember anything else like that really coming out. That's similar. It's a very special.
The closest artist I could say that has a similar style, but obviously it's not one for one. It's like they fall under the same kind of style. It is Simon Bisley.
Yes, and he's awesome too. He's coming to one of the cons close to me, so I was thinking of getting some stuff from him as well signed. Oh, Deadpool!
Yeah, so this is Deadpool #1, first appearance of Blind Owl. That's the key significance of this book. But this is also the significance of this book is this is the book that gave us the Deadpool we know today. So prior to this book, Deadpool was just like a regular assassin. He did have a mouth, but it wasn't like breaking the fourth wall. It wasn't like ultra comedic to it. This was the book that brought it in. So it was Joe Kelly that decided to turn Deadpool into kind of like another version of kind of like the way I would put it is if She-Hulk and Lobo had a baby, it would be Deadpool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think he was doing that stuff in like before, like Deadpool. I had the first Deadpool. I was reading that at the time. I remember thinking Deadpool was kind of cool, but like I thought Cable was the guy I liked a little bit better.
Yeah, Cable was the bigger character back then. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then Deadpool did there like by the time X-Force started, like when you got into X-Force, I think it was #2, they were telling Rob, dude, we need more Deadpool. Like, can we get him in? And he actually fast tracked that character to get him, and he was supposed to appear later on. Yeah. And then I don't even know if Rob was prepared. He was out
for that guy to get so big. So he brought him in, and then he leaves on like issue 13 or 4. I don't remember the numbers. Yeah. And then Fabian Nishias, can't pronounce.
Well, Fabian is the co-creator.
He's the co-creator, so he stayed on, I believe.
He stood on, and
then I don't know who they got to replace.
But really, it was Joe Kelly who kind of like morphed him in. Yeah.
See, I don't have this. I'm not a big, I love the Deadpool films, and the character is good.
And like, my man.
I mean, I've got a Deadpool right here, but I'm not a big Deadpool comic book guy, and I don't have this one at all, actually, and I don't think I may have read it, but I don't remember. It's a wraparound. Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. All right, our next book here is another Scout comic, but this one I think has a little more. I think this one has more of a possibility of being developed because it is Orson Welles' Warriors of the World. So pretty much taking off that War of the World story that Orson Welles is famous for.
Killraven, wasn't that Killraven or whatever? That was
yeah. So
that was Killraven.
This one, you see, this one has more. I think has more potential than Distorted because it's Orson Welles bound. So you could kind of like play with that. And of course, it's extraterrestrials, alien invasion, all that fun stuff. So this is the book to be. If I had to pick one of the two, this is the one I'm picking up. I didn't say it was the first appearance of Orson.
The first appearance of Orson Welles?
I never said that. What I said was that this is the book that got optioned.
Right.
All right. What's up, DVH? Woo, woo, woo.
Right.
All right.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man. I see that coming up.
Oh, yeah. You know which one is this one? Oh boy.
Gee.
Yeah.
Madam Web, which we both bought. I bought tickets for.
No, I didn't buy the tickets yet. I will have my tickets. I'm not concerned because I will have my seats. You know what I mean?
$110? Are these people insane?
But it's dropped.
Is that okay? So price trending is going down. Okay, I see. It's going down.
So the book is going down, and Dakota Johnson has been on her press tour, and she hasn't really been super hyped about it, if that means anything.
I see.
Right. So she's been talking about it because she has to, right? It's a
contract.
Movie, right?
Yeah.
Right. But based on what you're hearing, she's not giving us that, oh, this movie's amazing, this movie's great. Right. So she was on SNL, and in SNL they did a skit with her and I forgot the names of the guys. Something Destroyed. They do a skit, and she goes into their office. The whole skit is that they always go. The host goes into their office. They're supposed to be writers, and they start talking to each other. So they started dissing each other, right? So one of the guys started mentioning Madam Web, and then she continued on with it. So they were just at each other's throat, right? Because it was like they're nepotism babies and stuff like that. Right. So, because the guys they're sons of other writers except for one guy, so they did this whole thing where nepotism pound, and it was like, not you don't have a dad in her. They did that, right? So that was pretty funny, but she's not making it seem like this movie's great,
probably because it's not.
Yeah, I think this movie's gonna be bad, and
it's not gonna be good.
My real question is, what's going to happen to the Sonyverse after this movie? Are they still going to continue to throw out these garbage movies?
I'm not sure. Well, Craven is Craven this year?
Craven got bumped a year later.
Yeah, so when is Craven now?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it got bumped. Maybe last I checked October, but I could be wrong.
So I don't think everything needs a movie. Like I think we're in this situation now where they're like, everybody needs a movie. We've got the rights to the spider characters. Let's just start.
Taylor, that's not exactly true. Because
the Beekeeper came out. Beekeeper was awesome.
Well, Black Panther came out in February, so that's not always true.
Yeah, Black Panther was not too bad. No, I don't think everything needs to be a movie. They're just like Craven is my second favorite Spidey villain. I like the actor. He's fine. I just like, what is this? Like, what is happening with this character? I think that's Chris's favorite Spider-Man villain is Craven. And it's just like, I should be more hyped than I am. I'm kind of just like, I'll go see it. And, Madam Web, this is like, it's poo, right? This is like a poop movie. Like, nobody cares.
The costumes look awful.
Yes, they do. Ultimate invasion. I don't if the words invasion or ultimate are in it, there's a high probability that I won't be.
Well, this is the one. This is the second printing.
Okay.
So the second printing has gone up in value, largely because it has Peter Parker, Ultimate Spider-Man in the cover. And what it is, it's in this particular issue. What's going on with Ultimate Invasion is that the maker, who is Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe, he's recreating a new Ultimate Universe. And in this universe, Peter Parker never becomes Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah, so, I read Ultimate Spider-Man #1 and actually thought it was pretty good. So that's what this is, right?
So this is pretty much what would have been the origin, but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
So that's what it is.
But the second print, the second printing.
Oh, good for you, man! Comic verse. There we go.
Nice. So while second printing is going up now, this is probably what, a $3.99er, the $3.99 book. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we got that.
Oh, the demon. Ooh, look at that. I'm sorry. I'm looking ahead.
Yeah, you're looking ahead.
I'm like, oh my God,
man.
Yeah, baby. Jack Kirby, the greatest creator in pulp culture. Sorry, George Lucas, you're up there, but you're not the best.
I love no one has more credits than Jack Kirby and his creations, right? Nobody. You could say Stan, but Stan needed Jack.
not in front. Don't say it in front of me.
Well, if it wasn't for Stan, I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for Stan, a lot of these characters wouldn't be popular. Because no, and here's what I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
Stan is the spokesperson.
Right, he's the spokesperson.
He's the spokesperson, and you needed that.
Right. You do need that because the other guys were a bit older. They're older folks.
Well, Kirby was an inclusive,
subdued.
Right?
And he was very subdued and stuff too. Yeah.
Ditko inclusive. These guys stood home. These guys were hermits. Yeah. So, when Jack Kirby went to DC and the Demon was one of his creations over in DC, it was awesome, and it was on the point Jack Kirby. So a lot of the creations that in the 70s were amazing, and this is, to me, I think this is one of the best ones.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Obviously, Darkseid and the New Gods was all part of that whole mythology created there, but I think the Demon Intricate, he stands above a lot of them. What I mean?
I've got a Demon figure there. I got the Demon Funko there on my Jack Kirby shelf. I love the Demon. This is great. So what are we looking at? So mid grade is 60. So what's like a mid grade 6, 7? Like, is that what they're saying?
Mid grade probably a 6, a 7, maybe even an 8. So when they're talking about highs, they're talking about the 9s.
Okay.
And, like and 175 for this book really isn't bad.
That's nothing. I maybe I need to get this. I didn't realize it wasn't that much.
All right, next, here we go. The actual cameo appearance of Damian Wayne. Again, if you look at this book, let me see if it works. Let me see if you guys see. All right, if you look at this book, we have the issue, right? Unfortunately, I can't zoom it in. So This is Damian. This is Damian. This is what we see of Damian. We see his eyes, and then we have this, and we don't even get to see what it's just a silhouette of Damian. So do you count that as a first appearance? It's definitely a cameo.
I don't. Oh God, I don't know. Is he named? Did they name him? Did they name him Damian?
He was never named. He was never named, but he was clearly Damian because he was with Talia al Ghul.
Then I don't know. What's your? Oh, hey, Colin. What's your? I don't know. What's your opinion on this? I don't know. What's the community's opinion? Because I'm gonna for me, Hulk 180 is the first Wolverine. It's like.
But 181 is the iconic book.
Is the iconic one. So that's, to me, you could say that's a cover appearance. I don't know. So definitely what would the community say on this one? Is he like, what are they saying? This is the first, or is this a cameo?
This definitely falls into the realm as a cameo.
Right. So he's not named and you don't really see him.
It's not named. The only thing you get are his eyes and a silhouette version of him.
Yeah, I'd say that's a cameo. If you're not named, if we don't see you clearly and you're not named, then I would say cameo. Oh, you see?
So Taylor, but what if you have both?
Right. Let's pretend we have both.
I actually do have both. I have both, so I'm happy.
Both? All right.
Yeah.
Invincible. That's
one here. Invincible. They count it as a first appearance, but to me, it's more of it's more of a cameo than anything else. So I'm okay. All right. For Invincible, man. So the second season, we're going to get the second half pretty soon. It's coming up. So Invincible is one of those books where it's like, it's always going to be high because it was low print run.
Yeah.
And when it came out, no one really picked it up. It gained momentum like after like about 8 issues. It was good. It was almost going to be canceled. But and
this Omni-Man thing, for people who haven't read this and have just watched the animated, I mean, he goes, I was pretty shocked in the animated, not because of what he did, just how fast it happened. It's like episode 1. I'm like, whoa, Omni-Man just took everybody out. Like,
yeah, but in episode 1, they did what they did, but they didn't clarify who
That's
was actually doing, right? So it could have been like, oh, his mind was manipulated. And you know what?
Right.
You know, to the average viewer, that's probably what it was, right? So
you're right. Not that he's just an asshole.
turns out that's exactly what he was, right?
Right.
So, mhm. All right. So our next book here is all about Madam Web hype because it's the first appearance of Julia Carpenter. And
I
again,
have this, so.
yep, I have a copy as well. This book is not exactly it's maintaining level. It hasn't really gone up. It hasn't really gone down. But for a $20 high, yes, Julia Carpenter, Spider Woman. Why not? It's also the first battle of She-Hulk and Titana. Titana.
I say Titana.
Oh, look, a squirrel. And yes, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. We got 16 people watching right now, so let's go. Let's keep going here. Back to Deadpool specs. So
yeah,
again,
now this one I have read.
Yeah, this is his first solo book. Again,
Yeah,
first appearance of Slayback. So yeah, Slayback. You know, villain everybody knows and loves.
Sure.
Cool. So that's all I gotta say to that. Hey.
Oh, I got that one there. I got my Dazzler back here.
I got my Dazzler.
Yeah, I should have worn my Dazzler shirt. I've got this as a shirt, same like this. So
ready to sell? Ready to sell?
No way. I got the whole run of Dazzler. I'm not selling it. I'm not never selling Dazzler stuff.
I asked this question a lot to people. Will she be Dazzler?
Oh dear God. I have no idea. I don't know. Okay, I don't know any.
I'm not saying if you know. I'm not saying insider knowledge.
Right.
Yeah. I'm asking the question: is she or isn't she? According to you.
Oh, man, they might say yes. I don't know. I don't know. Scott, my buddy Scotty, who does this. So Scotty and I do a monthly Dazzler stream. Scott, put in the chat, buddy. What's your thought? We discussed this last stream. Look. If she's going to be good, she's going to be good. If she's not, she's not. I don't care. I have to see it.
Well, if she shows up, she's only going to show up for a couple of minutes. It's not going to be a long.
So we'll have to see. I need to see the makeup. I need to see.
Well, no, they're not going to give you it. They're not going to give you any of that stuff. You're not going to get any of it. So the Super Bowl's coming up, right? Shout outs to the Niners and the Chiefs.
Is this sports talk? I can't.
Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about sports. Don't worry, this is not that channel. Unless it's wrestling. Okay? Wrestling is the real sport, right?
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
So Super Bowl's coming out. They already made it clear that we're going to see a trailer come Super Bowl Sunday. So there'll be a trailer drop. So of course, like everything else, you're gonna get a watch it now. Watch the trailer online, right? Because they'll only spend 30 seconds because Super Bowl commercials way too expensive. Right? So they'll just throw a teaser, and then you gotta go to YouTube to watch the video.
And pause. Somebody will pause every shot and then analyze the crap out of it.
There's people waiting already to get their OBS studio to record it. So they say, "Look at this! Look at this! Oh, look! It's confirmed!
Confirmed, yeah.
Right? It's confirmed." So my question is, will we get the reveal in the trailer?
I doubt it.
Or do you think? Oh, you don't think so? Do you think Ryan Reynolds might throw a little? Hey guys, what you're expecting to see? Like one of those little jabs where he said you're expecting.
That's possible. That is possible. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to show it because they're going to save stuff like that. Elektra. We're supposed to be hearing Jennifer Garner in there.
That's
too,
official.
Right? Is that official?
That's official. She's in. She's definitely.
She's awesome.
I don't know about her Elektra, but she.
I like that movie. I got it.
Okay.
There's my screensaver right there.
Oh.
Really,
infinity. You should play Weird. What's her face? She's like weird. That you remember when that clip that? I clipped a meme of that for my weird. But no, I watched that movie on the weekend coincidentally on the director's cut on Blu-ray, and I thought it was fine. I'm going to re-review it and give it a 7 out of 10.
I have a Blu-ray copy of Elektra.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I own a copy. to this day, I have not taken it out of its wrapper.
Why don't you listen? Why don't okay? Look, why
So
don't
I
why
can
don't
send it to CGC and I could get a good grade off it.
nobody wants it though. Put it in. The director's cut is not that bad. While you're watching it, remember all the garbage face. Alias is great. While you're watching it, remember all the garbage phase 4 movies of Marvel, and then put it in that light, and all of a sudden it's going to look a lot better. I can name 10 movies that are worse than Elektra easy. So there you go.
God. Yeah, they call from the Sonyverse.
Maxx, baby. We talked about that one.
We talked about the Maxx. It's in development.
Love it.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. This is one of those books that you could get super cheap, guys. Yep. Do not overpay for this book. There's a billion copies of it.
Yep.
But it's a black cover, so there may be a billion copies, but it being that it's a black cover, it might be hard to find a really good copy.
Tends to fade. Yeah, black fades pretty easy, right?
Yeah. So, but it's definitely a cool cover, cool book.
Sure.
I love. If you ever watch the animated series, if you haven't watched it, go watch it because it's literally the comic book.
Yeah, it's like a motion comic almost. It's basically like almost like a motion comic.
It really is a motion comic. They just did a little bit of animations here and there, which made it perfect. Imagine
it's great.
In this day and age, they could do that even more. You know,
mm-hmm.
I'm shocked we don't see more of that. All right, now we got another book here that's in this list, and that is Batman 497.
Why is this one? I mean, this is a good book, anyways, but
it's because I think it has to do with Azrael.
Oh,
More so
okay.
Azrael than it has to do with the breaking back scene.
Right.
Which again, we're talking about Sam Keefe, a little bit of Simon Bisley, Kelly Jones, by far one of the most underrated Batman artists I could think of. Check out the muscles on Bane.
I mean, this is like crazy.
This is like Big Van Vader levels. You know what I'm saying? This makes Brock Lesnar look small.
Yeah. And Brock Lesnar's a He-Man figure.
Oh,
Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, those guys look like the old, like the literal He-Man vintage.
And it's Magic Maxx.
Magic Maxx. No, don't.
That was my title.
I know. I saw that. No, I don't want that to be a thing. don't kill. I was like, Izzy, please.
21.
That's going to become a thing. If it becomes a thing, I'm blaming you and I'm unfriending you.
If it gives me views, I'm taking it. It gives me views. If I go viral, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
Fine. Take it.
All right. Another book that came out this week.
What are you talking about? What is this? This is crazy.
Okay, it's a 1 in 100.
Oh, okay.
It's also signed and numbered.
Okay. All right.
So it's a 1 in 100. Jason Fabok signed it. It is limited to 775 copies. This is a awesome cover.
All right. Yes, it is. And this was the best Rook. This is Rook, right? Yeah. This was the best of the what is he saying?
I don't even know what that means.
No, don't do that. Taylor, why is Taylor? Did we invite Taylor to this chat? I don't understand.
He just shows up.
Yeah, he just really. But no, Rook was clearly the best for me. Clearly the best of the stories. Yeah, very interesting, very cool designs. I like the concept of the wardens and all of that. So this is really. I did not actually buy this comic, but it is a very nice. It's a very nice comic.
All right, so there you have it.
Wow, that's a great. That was great.
Those were the Key Collector's top trending books. We got a lot. We still got a lot to cover. We got to talk about some
upcoming, right?
Here's some books that are in the top 10 list. Let's take a look at them. What do you think?
Yeah, I've got that Spectacular Spider-Man. I was trying to like think like, oh yeah, which ones of these do I have? And
Yeah, that X-Force, John Cassidy. If
X-Force,
you see,
great.
but that cover, what the heck is up? What was John smoking that day? Like seriously, dude, what is that? It's like he saw Frank Miller's book and he said, "Oh no, I got a top.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got this one.
Let me show you how it's really done. Let me show you what crap looks like."
And I like Frank Miller, and then sometimes I don't know if Frank Miller's one of these, another one of these where
Frank Miller's another one of these guys that's like, give me the money, I'll just do something quick.
I'll do it up, and then it's Frank Miller's name, and then that's it. And like that Wolverine, and
because he'll just do this, and then there you got it. You know,
but when he cares, he's great. Like we're doing the Daredevil run right now, Frank Miller. On my streams, and it's just been so awesome to see.
When
those
he's amazing,
early...
when he's amazing, he's amazing.
He's amazing, yeah.
Right. So we got the Super Bowl coming up. We talked a little bit about the Deadpool trailer. Apparently, I was able to attain a trailer to an upcoming film. You want to see it?
Yeah, please. Let's see it.
In a world where heroes rise and shadows whisper, a revelation stirs in the depths of imagination. Prepare for a journey where reality blurs, where nightmares awaken from slumber, and the ink runs thick with terror. Witness the chilling tale that transcends imagination, where every page unveils a new horror. We are Legion.
What is going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up. Let's go.
Oh, it was great till the actor showed up. I'm not confident about the lead actor, but actually, that was actually very, very well done.
Man, you gotta give it up, man. It's these movies that are coming up, man. We are Legion, man.
Yeah, wow.
Shout out to Mark, man. He's gonna be making his Super Bowl debut.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, is that going to be on the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be the
$1 million
first trailer everybody's going to be talking about.
It was well done. Then I saw Mark. I was like, oh, it's just Mark. I'm like,
it's just Mark.
Like I started getting into this. It's like, well, this is pretty interesting. It's like, what's going on here? I'm like, Mark. I'm like, oh. Now I feel like going to see Madam Web. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. Now you got to see Madam Web.
Now I feel like seeing Madam Web.
Now play the what the heck clip. Okay, by request.
What the hell is even that?
Oh man.
We are religion.
Oh yeah. Oh my God! Just a letter here, a letter there.
If it was a typo, it was a perfect typo. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be a perfect typo. Yeah. We are religion. We are religion. Yes.
The crappy cover is now. You call yourself a speculator. That's right. Whenever they're gonna say an older artist is gonna come back to do something, they were like, "Oh, okay, I guess it's gonna be crappy covers."
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was funny. That made me laugh.
That was good.
All right. Oh wait, it wasn't a typo. So Jay, man, before we start talking about what's coming out this week, go ahead, plug your channel. Say what you got going on, man.
Well, okay, so this, we do 2 streams. I do a Monday stream for Legion of Superheroes. It usually starts a little later than yours, so it shouldn't interfere too much. And then Fridays, right now we're doing Frank Miller's run on Daredevil. So once we complete that, we do 3 issues per stream. So once we complete that, we'll move on to something else. So we just finished Jack Kirby's 4th World. We did the entire 4th World, every comic, 3 at a time. And once we finish Daredevil, I'm not sure what we're going to do. The Legion of Superheroes live stream is the one that's on Mondays, and that's the one where we've been going through. We're on episode 30. So we've done like 90 appearances of the Legion of Superheroes. We're just doing them in order, every issue in order. And I've been buying tons of adventure comics, and we go pretty deep dive into those streams. And then I just do my reviews.
History. Definitely have a rich history.
Oh, it's crazy. And like, you know, in the beginning, they didn't even know. They kept saying 20th century. Like they'd be like in the 20th century, and then the next issue would say 30th. I'm like, they haven't worked this out yet.
Wasn't it the 31st century?
No, now it's the they've basically settled. At least the last like 20 have all said 30th century. So then now that's what they've settled on. Now I don't know if that changes later. I didn't read too much ahead. I'm only ahead about. I'm trying to read it for the stream, so I'm not going to, because I'll forget. Like if I read too far ahead, I'll forget what happened. But we're in the Jim Shooter era, and I know everyone says, "Oh, Jim Shooter was so great," but no. If you go from the beginning and you're reading those early comics, they're pretty hokey. When Jim Shooter at 13 or 14 or however old this kid was, he's a kid. And
he's literally a kid.
He's literally. It's actually illegal. I don't know what the law. Could they have even employed him at that age? I don't know. Maybe they could.
It was the 70s, so who the heck knows
So
what they were
knows,
doing?
right?
So, yeah.
But like
I'm sure there was like some work papers and stuff like that. Like he had to go to school. So
right.
You know.
And then he was penciling a lot of it, and then kind of Kurt Swan or whoever would come in and kind of redo it or whatever. But like the stories really went up. So that there's that. And then we're just doing random stuff. I just, I'd review comics. I was at a Mississauga show, so I showed my haul. I met Chris there. Just random kind of reviews and so movie reviews, comic book reviews. I'll go see Madam Web. I'm going to go see Dune. I'm going to go see whatever else comes out. I'll see Roadhouse whenever that comes on Amazon.
I heard that you were a Transformers fan. That's correct?
Oh, big time. Yeah, the Transformers. Yeah, we're doing Transformers stuff as well. We try to do it on Thursday, so it's Transformers Thursdays. And then we haven't done it in a couple of weeks because we've been seeing a movie. Like if I go see a movie on a Thursday night, because movies open on Fridays,
I know what you're talking about.
Then you can't do it. Right.
Yeah.
But
I'm stuck. I can't transform. Oh, thanks.
yeah, no, thanks. kick back. But I love the Transformers current comic is bloody 10 out of 10.
What's
every
up,
issue is like 10 out of 10.
I have to read I haven't read the last issue, but
It's so good
because I've been so behind. I got so much stuff going on that I've been missing out on a lot of books. I just pick them up and I'm just leave them there. So you get to that point that you just get a box of books that you got to read and you're like, oh crap, where are you gonna go?
Yeah, I've been trying like crazy to. I actually been dropping things that I haven't been reading right away, except for Detective Comics, which I'm saving. Is it Ram V? I don't know. Ram V. So Ram V is ending, I think on the number 1089 or something. That's going to be the end. So once I finish that, then I'm going to do the entire. I'll just read the entire thing. So I've been saving every issue till it's completed, and then I'll read the entire run. But other than that, I've been keeping up with whatever I've been buying. I'm like one behind on Scorched, a couple behind on Conan, but the rest I'm pretty much caught up on.
Cool. So let's go ahead. One thing I want to share with everybody again. All right, so I'm going to share with you a little something that we're working on. I'm not going to give you the full details. Only thing I will tell you is that you have to be a channel member for this upcoming event that both Brian LCS, the comic vet, and myself are going to be working. So we're going to be dropping in the teasers. You got to be a channel member. So this is your opportunity to become a channel member. But if you are a channel member now, then you are eligible for the January giveaway. So the January giveaway is I'm going to be giving away a Wolverine Origins issue number 6, a 9.8 is a Joe Quesada Wizard World exclusive. Also, we're going to be giving away a Spidey powder tumblers. And you know what? I might throw in a couple of comics in there as well. So be on the lookout for that. Again, leave a comment and write hashtag Izzy's Rat Pack on any of the January videos to qualify to be named for the drawing. Now, I'm not going to do a drawing today for that. So because I didn't really do a video this week, I am going to be dropping 2 videos this week. I do plan on dropping 2 videos on top of this one right here, right? So because I gave you a little teaser, right? We're not going to say what it is, right? But J-Man,
I saw it. It's gonna be sick. So
it's only one thing I could say. Amazing.
oh well, what could that be? I have no idea.
But yeah, exactly. So I did do a haul this past weekend. I went to a convention, and when I went to the convention, I was able those are just what you saw is just a small sample of everything I gave you. I got. So I was able to get a lot of good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that video. That's probably going to come out on Friday or so, but it's definitely going to come out this week. There's going to be another video that's going to come out this week as well. So be on the lookout for that, and make sure you do that. Make sure you hit those hashtags in there. All right, it's time to talk about what's coming out this week. There's a lot of good stuff, or what?
Well, let's see. There's gonna be there's one that's a trigger for me, but like.
All right, we'll find out. All right. Oh, I keep hitting that. I gotta get rid of that button. It keeps giving me the wrong. There we go. That's the one I
there
want.
You go, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna, like we normally do, we're gonna go in and we're gonna take a look at the books that are coming out this week over at Marvel, DC, and the Indies. And of course, if you guys are in the chat, you're welcome to tell us if you're gonna pick it up or you're gonna pass. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll see how everybody does. Starting with Marvel. And you know what? For the month of January, it's been a very light week in comics. Like week over week, there's just not as many books as they once were. Even the previous month. So I'm a little worried about when they look at TVH has already made the decision. Pass.
Yeah, I'm like allergic to Marvel comics, but occasionally I'll grab. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pretend like I would spend money and then tell you what I'd be interested in if I had unlimited money in space. That'll be more interesting.
Started. So this week you got Dead X-Men. Apparently, something I did not know is that they killed off some of these X-Men, and now I don't know what's happening here. But among the X-Men that were killed off, Jubilee was one of them, and a little pissed off at that.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, listen, she deserves it. She took Dazzler's spot in the cartoon, so
no, she didn't.
Too bad for you.
No, she didn't.
Dazzler was in the Pride of the X-Men, and then they ripped her out. Yeah.
No, she took Kitty Pryde's spot. Let's be honest.
She also took Kitty Pryde's spot. So Jubilee.
Jubilee didn't take 2 spots. She took Kitty Pryde's spot. She didn't take Dazzler's spot.
She took both spots. I like Jubilee, but
yeah, you don't mess with Jubilee. We take you out of this channel if you do.
but Kitty, come on, Kitty and Dazzler are better. Come on.
I love me my Jubilee. I named my daughter Jubilee, so I cannot say anything.
Okay.
All right. You got Dead X-Men #1. You got Marvel Voices Legends #1. Today they actually shared an image of Sam Wilson's his Captain America Falcon uniform that's going to be in the movie. So that looks pretty cool. Yeah, they did.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they released it today. It looks really nice. A book I'm definitely planning to pick up is Wolverine 42, because what that last issue was insanity.
Oh, happy birthday! I did. I did. I went through it.
So you know what? They're living up to the gruesomeness of the book.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at the cover of this. This cover is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm down with this book. I'm definitely picking up Wolverine 42. I'm picking up Spider-Boy. I'm sorry. I have to pick up Spider-Boy. So
yeah, Taylor's passing.
Pass. Yes,
pass.
But Stevens was picking up Dead X-Men and Wolverine. All right. Yeah, Spidey has a new villain. So yeah, you know what?
Well,
I like this version of Spider-boy, the way he looks like this. I'm down with this. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
If I had my channel, I had my channel for about 11 years on YouTube, and then I was on hiatus for a while. And when I came back, basically my entire channel was X-Men related only. I was buying when House of X and Powers of 10 and all that came out. I bought every mutant book and reviewed them all. So if I was still doing that, I would definitely get that X-Men. I would definitely get Wolverine. Wolverine's one of my favorite characters anyways. Spider-Boy, that's probably a pass. Captain, like I do like Sam Wilson, and the Captain America costume looks cool with him, but I just prefer him as Falcon, so I probably wouldn't get his voices.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Battlestar though? Is that
I
supposed to be
believe
Battlestar?
so, and that's was his name Patriot from Young Avengers?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'd probably pass on that. I'd get the 2 mutant books though.
Yeah. All right. Also coming out this week, Avengers Twilight. You saw it was in the top 10. This book is getting a lot of hype. Now, it's being overshadowed by Ultimate Spider-Man, but trust me, it is a good story. It's kind of like a Marvel's version of Kingdom Come in a way.
Oh, really?
That's the comparison they're giving it. So definitely check out Avengers Twilight. Issue 1 is still out. You might still be able to get it cheap, but as you saw, it's on the top 10, so it's actually raising up in value. Incredible Hulk 8. Definitely, I'm cool with. I love it. Hulk with Ghost Rider, I can't pass that. Avengers Inc. number 5, that I could pass. And Spine Tingly Spider-Man number 4. A lot of people keep saying that these Spider-Man issues, these miniseries, are better than Amazing, which is kind of true. To a certain point, but Ultimate Spider-Man is a different story, right? But
right, well,
that's pretty interesting cover though.
I think that I do actually do like that cover. I would get Hulk because I love Hulk. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. So again, if I was buying consistent Marvel books, I would get a Hulk. Now that you told me what Avengers Twilight is, I'm definitely I'll probably just get that on digital. I actually do get digital comics, so I'll probably get that on digital.
Yeah, definitely worth it. And it's set in an alternate reality, so it's a different world. So they have liberties with it. So cool. It's definitely worth a check. All right. And then you got Carnage issue 3, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099 issue number 5, and The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu Gang War number 2. That's book. Yeah. Is Twilight good? Yes. The movie is not, but the comic is. And fight me on it. I'll kick your sparkly vampires butt.
I liked Eclipse. That was the only good one that I liked. The other ones were not great.
So the only one I saw was the first one.
Oh, it's not great. But if you watch part 3,
no, I'm not going to. I'm done. I had it. One made me say goodbye.
There's more fighting.
No, when I went to the movies, I went with my wife, right? Because she read the books. So
right.
She was like, "Oh, we got to go see Twilight." So we go see Twilight, and as I'm watching this movie, I just want to throw up.
It's awful.
It's awful, especially that one scene where he sees her for the first time, and he looks like he's having convulsions, and I'm like, this is ridiculously stupid.
Yeah.
So
like you're literally hundreds of years old, buddy. Like, get over it. Like the problem is that these vampires are immortal, but they behave as adolescents. It's like that wouldn't be a thing. If you were hundreds of years old, you would reach a level.
Little wiser, right?
You'd be wiser. You'd be more mature. At worst, you might even be so bored that you wouldn't even bother keeping up appearances of attending school. Like, I don't think they really thought this through. What would an immortal vampire be like? If you look at like Dorian Gray or something, like, it's like you see his depiction in other media outside of the books, and it's like, he's just aloof. It's like, I don't care. Like, I've been alive for, or you're like Vandal Savage, where like, you're just like, okay, I'm done with humanity. I want to rule or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, you wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm going to high school. Oh, she's so cute. It's like, is this literally happening?
Oh,
like,
she's so beautiful. Look at her.
So beautiful.
Look at how she smirks.
Like,
that smirking is like, let me see her smile again. That's how she smiles.
Yeah.
Please.
Maybe she should finish high school and get a job. Anyway,
the Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 29 is actually a really good book. Yep. We're gonna get a Man-Thing 2099 in this book, so it's worth checking. That's cool.
Out. Yeah, I bought issue 1 of that and I liked it.
Yeah, and then you have Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars Battle World number 3. That's gonna be a pass. I don't care.
I don't care about this.
I really don't care about that one. And Star Wars Dr. Aphra issue 4 for the Star Wars people, man, they love Dr. Aphra. So I actually do like this cover. This is a nice cover.
Yeah, so no, not a Star Wars comic guy.
DC's light this week too. They have 8 titles scheduled for this week. From the DC titles, you got DC Power 2024. This is obviously the Celebrate Black History Month that's happening this month. Finally, we have comic books coming out at the time that it's supposed to come out. You know, I think last year they put the Black History book like 2 months after it was Black
Yeah.
History Month.
It was
they're
history.
Yeah, it was history, right? So,
I think they confused what they meant. It's like, oh, you wanted it during the history. Oh, you wanted it to be history, like it comes out after.
Oh, so that's what you meant.
Yeah, they've completely messed up.
And Trinity special number 1's coming out. I believe that's reprinting some of the books. Same thing with Power Girl number 1 Uncovered. That's a reprint. Even though I think that cover is awesome. That's a nice cover.
It is awesome.
That's a nice cover. That's a nice poster.
I'll give you 2 reasons why. No.
I'll give you more than 2 reasons, but I know which 2 reasons you're talking about.
Yeah, her fists. It looks cool.
Meanwhile, notice Green Lantern's lantern.
Oh gosh, this is my. I despise this Alan Scott comic. I absolutely despise it.
Mark actually likes it.
I know, and Mark and I can fight it out in the octagon. My rage over the hate of this comic.
All I'm saying, if you put Alan Scott Green Lantern next to Power Girl, and you notice in Power Girl what's her, what sells the book, but with Green Lantern, look what he's trying to sell. Look at where the lantern is properly placed.
Yes.
It's like, here you go.
Shine the light.
Shine the light. Yeah, exactly. All right. Good. Yes. If Cliff was here, man, I would give him a hug.
Oh, Cliff and I have already butted heads on this.
Don't mess with Cliff. That's my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and then we got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, the annual. Batman, Robin annual.
Getting that for sure.
And then you got Beast World, Titans Beast World issue number 6. All right, and Batman Off World issue number 3. Okay.
It didn't seem too bad. I read the first one. I thought it was kind of neat, so maybe I'll get Batman. It seemed kind of cool, but Batman Robin 100%. I'm getting that for damn sure. Yeah. World's Finest. I've been getting those on digital, so I'll get it on digital, not in physical form.
So we got some past 4 times. We got
Tate, buddy. Oh, it's coming. Oh, guys, you're killing me here. Come on.
All the Power Girl covers. I am weak. CBS is getting Green Lantern and Power, not to be mistaken for Power Girl.
Yep.
So you got that coming up. Over at Image, you got 11 titles. You got Moon Man. Kid Cudi's book is coming out this week.
I mean, I might check that out because it's just kind of, I don't know. It's space related, so I guess but
it's Kid Cudi, so it's gonna sell.
Yeah,
I was able. So I got the Ash Can over at New York Comic Con. Easily flipped it. I didn't care about it.
Right.
So I flipped it. So and I never even bothered to look inside.
You didn't even look inside. Yeah, I'll look inside first, and then I'll see.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Duke Digital. Pass on the rest. All right, talking about Duke. Duke issue 2 comes out this week.
I'll get that on digital as well as
right. You know who really wants Duke?
He should take his mask off. He'd be less hot. Like, why is Baroness like naked and like what the hell?
I don't know what's going on in this episode. All right, C Bezos getting Moon Man, World Tree. Yeah, World Tree is one of those. It's a sleeper hit. It really is.
Yeah.
And then you got King Spawn. You got
100%.
Savage Witch.
King Spawn. I get all Spawn titles all day long, baby. Spawn's awesome.
You and Dirts, man. You and Dirts. Yeah. All right. Then you got Dark Ride issue number 10. Obviously, be on the lookout for the variant for that one. Local Man number 9. Philadelphia featuring the Savage Dragon.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And the Dead Lucky issue 11 is coming out this week.
That's a pass for all pass.
Mm-hmm. And then you got Edenwood 4, Quest number 5, and Siphon number 3. Again, look at this. We got some passes. We got some more passes.
Yes,
passes on the 4. All right. I'm only and passing. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Over and like I said, it's definitely a light week for comics. Boom only has 5, Dynamite 3, Zenescope 3, Mad Cave 3, Omnipress 2, and even IDW has 1 book.
Let's see.
Let's see.
There's a Sheena in there.
Let's see. Let's find out. Right. So we got Power Rangers Unlimited, the Morphin Masters #1. House of Slaughter's Pen and Ink #1. So that's a reprint, of course, black and white of House of Slaughter. And Coda #5 is coming out. Also coming out is Siren of the City.
Nice.
And Orcs the
That looks
Gift
cool.
#2. That's coming out for Boom Studios over at Dynamite. We got Lilo and Stitch, baby.
Wow.
My sister was like, "You got to get me that book." So I apparently I have to pick up Lilo and Stitch.
Yep. I mean, it's cute, I'm sure. So
Yeah, so I got to pick up Lilo and
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, Wake the Dead, issue
Wow.
#5.
Didn't know they were doing Pathfinder comics. That's cool.
And Tina, the Queen of the Jungle.
I've been getting these on digital.
What? Why is it called Fatal Exams?
I don't know. I didn't read it yet, but I've been getting it. It doesn't matter. I like the Sheena covers.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what?
Why are you getting the digital books if you like the covers?
I just like to have it because the digital gives you like all of the covers. Like if you scroll to the back, it gives you every single one of them in high def. So it's really neat to just have it on.
Like 300 Dynamite covers that come out.
There's like it's stupid, right? There's like 10 covers of every time or whatever.
No, that's.
I wanted to mention something next week. I think it's next week. Is the 7th? Yeah, on the 7th, there's a Power Rangers comic coming out, and I've got a ticket. My comic shop is going to have Amy Jo Johnson
cool.
and her husband there. So it's assigned. You get photos with them and all that. So I'm going to be meeting her next week. And I've never read a Power Rangers comic, but I own every Power Rangers DVD. I never read any of the comics, but so she's going to be there. So that's going to be pretty exciting.
Cool. That is pretty cool. All right. Zenoscope, of course, you got your,
these all look cool, but I'm not going to get any.
Cinderella Prince of Death #1. I don't know what's the deal with her hairdo, though, but Holmes and Houdini #1. And
wait a minute.
80. So
it doesn't look like Sherlock Holmes or Harry Houdini.
You know how it works. Mad Cave has The Devil Wears My Face #4.
Wow.
That book is fierce, man. That book is crazy. Charm Remains #2. And Project Reese #6. We got a hard pass over here. See some people give me the hard pass.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Not horror comic fans.
And then we got in Oni Press, you got Jill and the Killers #1. Rick and Morty Maxim Crescendo #1. Star Trek Picard's Academy #5. That is the only IDW book coming out this week.
Wow. That's unfortunate because anything to do with new Star Trek stinks.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, and you see there you go. DVH is going to get the digital version of Devil Wears My Face. Drive Like Hell #4 is over at Dark Horse. All right. Then we got Antarctic Press with Horror Comics #31. Then you have Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer #5 over at Whatnot. AEW, Upshot. No, AEW. I say AWA, the other wrestling organization that no longer exists.
AEW. Are they doing the comics? I got the Ric Flair comic. Did you get the Ric Flair comic when that came?
I have a couple of them actually.
Yeah, nice.
I want to see more. That
was a lot of fun. He's like a spy or whatever. That was a fun comic.
It fit his character, which I thought was cool. I thought it was a good thing. All right, over at AWA Upshot, you got the Ribbon Queen issue #4, and Sumerians has American Psycho #3. Be on the lookout for the business card variant. That's the one.
Oh my god, that is great.
So they've been doing every issue has a different business card.
Oh my god,
so be on the lookout for that one.
That is funny.
So there you go. There, American Psycho is a get.
Yeah. Well, the movie's great. So
at the rats are happy. We gotta keep the rats happy. And then our final is Distillery Somna #2 coming out this week. Keen Spot's got Squish and Squash. That's a reference to animation. That's coming out there. Blaze has The Agent #2. And over at Dren Publications, you have The Sire. The Sire or Sire? The Seer? The
Sire? No, Sire. The Sire?
Lost in Time. I actually remember this character from years ago. So this is
looks like Captain Marvel.
But it's a character I actually do recall from years ago. So, and yes, I'm with you, Bizzle. Harriet Tubman is a hugely underrated book. I know the guy. His name is Daniel Crownson. He's a local boy over here from Jersey, though. So, it's a good guy. Those are your books for this week. Anything that interests you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get Batman and Robin, just because I'm having a lot of fun with that. I get all the Spawn titles, so those are all really cool. I'm looking forward to the Power Rangers thing, just to see what it's like. I think a lot of stuff.
What?
Say that again.
You should, you know what you should have done? Here's, I'll give you you should do the.
What?
But
No,
seriously,
no, you got to do it. Doesn't matter. Get the Rock. Like, say, what do you think about this? And then it doesn't matter what you got to put that one on.
I'll keep that in mind. Yeah,
I was at a Subway place getting a Subway sandwich, and I was wearing a Kane t-shirt or something, right? And like, so the guy's like, he goes, so what kind of sub you want? So he's asking, he's like, what toppings do you want in your sub? And I started to speak. He's like, it doesn't matter what toppings you want. And I was completely stunned. I'm like, what? He's like, you're sure? I was like, oh my God, buddy.
Your meal.
So I was like, okay, you got me on that one.
Like, I don't think I want to touch that one, guy. Anyway, let me get this ready here while we do that. All right, so what the guys in the chat say? Oh, we got House of X just came out of nowhere. What's up, House of X? We got Spider. Everybody's jumping in now. What's going on, Jose? We are going to be doing a giveaway. So for January, and one of Spidey's powder tumblers is going to be the giveaway for the month of January. So make sure you be on the lookout. Check that out. So let's do a hashtag for today. And our hashtag for our giveaway. So we got to get, you want to get a giveaway ready? You ready for a giveaway? You're not saying anything. You're on mute.
I don't know why I muted myself. I don't know why I was. Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. Right?
What?
Hey, you know what happened when you played that last time? It kept me on mute.
It kept you on mute?
Yeah, and I had to manually take my. I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yes. What? What?
Sorry, we're not doing Madam
Rats. Canadian underwear. Yeah, there's
Canadian underwear. But yeah, he threw in the what's. All right, today's giveaway, we're gonna be doing hashtag what? That is today's giveaway item. So make sure you put in that hashtag what. Oh man. I'm excited. So what okay, while we're doing this, what was your thoughts of the Royal Rumble?
Well, I thought the women's Royal Rumble was great. There's a lot of like hype going into it. I love Bayley. She's my second favorite. Becky's my favorite. And I'm glad that she won. I thought I thought the men's Royal Rumble, because a lot of your key players weren't in it. They were fighting with Roman Reigns, and we all knew Roman was just going to win. That was obvious. Yeah, that was so obvious. Because there's no AJ, like the men's Royal Rumble, at least 23 of the competitors, I'm like, they're not going to win. 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 The women, I mean, there was like at least maybe 6 or 7 where you're like, well, maybe they might win this. It wasn't for sure who was going to win the women's Rumble, but the men's, I was like, well, it's literally between these 2 or 3 people. And it was literally the 2 or 3 that were at the end, right?
Yeah.
So it was too obvious.
By numbers. It was definitely a paint by numbers. However, I will say this was the first time we had a Rumble that we really didn't know who was going to win. It ended up being probably the most obvious choice, but from what I just found out, actually just about an hour before the show started, is CM Punk is injured.
Oh my God.
And it's a and they believe it's a torn tricep. So that means he's out. Like 6 months. So they're going to address that today. So you got
my
Steph,
God.
who is still questionable. They're not they're gonna try to rehab it, right? So you got Steph who's questionable, but that's the main event that you want, right? You want Steph and Punk, and if Punk is injured in that way,
He's
you know
done.
what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. But this will be
So
his
now-
third injury too in the last couple of
Oh
years.
my God. Oh yeah. They
Mhm.
just got this guy back on.
Mhm.
That's a lot of unfortunate events that have happened.
Right in the worst timing, right?
Like
So
worst timing ever. And I will say, whoever did the booking for the finale of the Logan Paul,
I like that ending.
That was
I liked it.
amazing.
That was an ending that I was okay with.
You know what's so funny? It got me because he's like 1, 2, and the way the camera angle, and he's like, "Wait, what's that?" And he's like, "Oh, you've got the brass knucks." I was like, "Dude," I was like, "Oh shit, that was so good." I thought that was because obviously they wanted Logan to retain. Right?
That sounds like it's gonna be the main event.
Yeah, that'd be. They obviously wanted Logan to retain the title, obviously, but they don't want Kevin Owens to just lose, right? So the way that they worked that was beautiful because Kevin Owens doesn't lose any momentum. He doesn't lose anything, and Logan Paul still retains. So it kind of, I can't think of a better way to have worked out that match with the parameters that you would have had. Like, what, you couldn't make it any better than it was for that ending. Like, what do you think? I don't know.
I like that ending because it was a typical Raw SmackDown type of ending. But for this particular instance, I think it worked.
But it flipped it, right? Because you're like, oh shit, like it flipped it again.
What's going to end up happening is we're going to get a third match, right? No, just get a second. We get a second match.
We'll get a second, yeah.
Which will probably be the Elimination Chamber because that's going to be a payday. It's going to be a payday for this guy. So that will be the match. Logan Paul will still win. He'll still cheat to win.
Yep.
And then what I think is going to eventually happen is I do believe the guy who's going to take the belt from Logan is this guy.
He has
you got to give him a title at this point.
You have to give him a title. They have messed this up. They've messed up so many things recently that it's just getting like, look, LA Knight has so much love. Like, there's so much. This guy can say anything. He directs the crowd. This guy is huge. And I'm like, what are they doing with this guy? It's like they keep putting him in these matches. Oh, he loses now. It's a 4-way. It's like, okay, you need to give this guy a belt. Like, what is happening?
What they're giving him is they're giving, and I'm not comparing him to the person, but they're giving him the Ryback treatment.
Right.
Where Ryback, if you remember when Ryback first came out, he was on the trajectory, and then they kind of like just stopped it.
They didn't like. Why is it? Who doesn't like him? Was Vince the one that didn't like
to Ryback?
Ryback, or even LA Knight? Like, someone in the office doesn't like him.
The LA Knight thing, I don't know what's that about, right? But the Ryback thing was Ryback that kind of screwed himself over. He screwed himself.
Okay, then that's on him.
So let's go ahead and do this. Yes, hashtag I don't know. It's my show, Taylor. I do what I want to do.
Taylor's going in timeout.
You have every right to say,
what the hell is even that?
That's okay with me. Anyway, let's do our giveaway now. And if Taylor wins, we're gonna rerun it.
Yes. I second that.
Daniel, 2 weeks in a row, Daniel.
Whoa, Daniel.
That is awesome. Congratulations. He won. Believe it or not, he won last week.
Oh my God. What's going on? Rigged.
Yeah. Hashtag rigged. You see what you did, Taylor? See what you did?
Rigged. No, but this is the StreamYard thing. I use this too. It's good. It's a good one. It's not rigged. You can't rig it. It's unriggable. Regulations. Yeah. Rigged. Yeah, rigged.
Oh man, Jay, it's always a good time hanging out with you, especially when we do things on Wednesday. We're doing our show on Wednesday.
Yes.
Whenever you need me, just give me a buzz and see if I'm available. I could do it. Unfortunately, I don't think I want to make this Wednesday because a friend of mine, he had a death in the family, so I gotta go. Yeah, man, it sucks, but
It
it's
sucks.
it's part of life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I gotta be there with them. I gotta be there for them. But
Yeah.
guys, just one last thing. I want to remind you guys that we're starting something big this week. It's gonna be between 3 guys. So make sure you get that chance to be a channel member, because as a channel, is it something big? It is big. It's something big, but make sure support the channels, and make sure you get that chance to hit that thumbs up. Make sure you share. We don't tell people. We don't tell people to share the content.
Yes, I always forget. I don't
think anybody says share. Share it. Share it to somebody. Tell something. Give it to your grandmother. Give it to your uncle's favorite cousin. I don't know. If it's your uncle's favorite cousin, that's probably their kid.
Yes, I guess so. Just share it. Share it to the young. Share it to the kid, because then the kid will post it.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Share it, man. Share it. Jay, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, bro.
Thanks for having me on.
Man, it was a blast having you. And someone else wants to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Keanu
the Canadian.
Specifically wanted to tell you thank you.
All right, thank you, Keanu.
No problem, man.
You're foaming at the mouth again, Cobra Commander. I wasn't even there.
You should have been Destro. You should have.
That's one of my favorite. It's like you're foaming at the mouth again.
You can't see my mouth, Destro. And how do you talk with that metal mouth? How does that? What's going on here?
Yeah. Someone likes share.
Share the video.
Share.
Sunny the video. Sunny the video. Share the video.
All right, guys. Thank you all. I'll see you soon. To the Rat Pack and everybody out there, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. We'll see you soon. Excelsior.